Okay, so I am left now with Oksana and Olena, and I'd like to start out with conversation where I just want both of you to introduce yourself, your name, where you're from, and then after that, I'll let both of you share your impressions before the war started, and we'll go from there. So I'd like to bring both of you into this now that you're both here for the duration and just hear a discussion. So Olena, let me start with you. Tell me just quickly where you're from and what did you do before the war started?
I'm from Odessa, and I was in position of leading specialist of inter-university education in Odessa National Maritime University. And at the same time, I'm a senior lecturer of the Department of the Project-Based Learning in IT in Odessa National University Polytechnic. I'm a mother of 16-year-old teenager. I had a cat and adore tango lessons. Now I have 12 cats and feed 5 dogs. My son is volunteer, and I'm the referent of the Odessa Volunteer Coordination Center.
Okay. And Oksana, what about you? Tell me what you did before the war. Just tell me, introduce yourself and where you're from.
First of all, for me, war started in 2013. Then we have the Maidan because I served in army in 2014 till 2017. That's why for me, war, this is last 8 years. For this last 4 years before this, I worked in university as a professor. Economics, and I don't have any relationship before the war with military, with medics and so on. I am completely scientist and teacher. This is my career in this area. I work in Poland, in Germany. I participated in some education program in the United States. That's why for me it's really big changes for the last 2 months, and the war. The Russians start this open aggression. I decided I have to return to Ukraine because last 4 years I live in Oman and I work in Muscat in Modern College of Business and Science as a professor of economics. And I just bought the tickets and I decided that my place here and my place in the front line as a soldier.
So you came back to Ukraine once the war started. What day did you fly? Well, how long did it take you to get into Ukraine once the war started?
It was really difficult because we understand that everything stopped and no flight. That's why I found the flight to Wroclaw because I need some car to return to Ukraine, and I decided to bought some ambulance. First I decided to bought one, but my friend helped me and I bought 3. Right now here I bring 3 cars, and next week I will have 3 more cars, 3 more ambulance. Because my friend they just sent me money and I collect medical stuff, ammunition and something, and just bring here. But I'm not really volunteer because I am serving army. That's why my main place here, and I try to help. I understand that I think all Ukrainians feel that they do not enough. The whole time you feel that it's not enough, you have to do something more. I feel same. This is the strong feeling, and I really try as much as possible. This is like my story for the last two months.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the before the war. Did you, Olena or Oksana, did either one of you believe that the war, which has already been happening for 8 years, was going to expand significantly with the Russian troops at the border? Did you, Oksana, first, what did you think? Did you think it was likely, or did you think it was not?
I feel that the Russia start this war in 2014. I have strong feeling that I saw this streets, this building last time. I wrote the book about that time, and my first story there that I walk in the street in the Kiev, and I like feeling that this is the last day that I can see everything as it is, and after the change, but the war start, the great war start after 8 years. But in any case, the strong feeling was 8 years ago.
So you always knew that it would come, I guess, that today, the current situation. And you'd been on the front lines, and you're originally from Donetsk Oblast, right? What's your town?
I'm
Where are you
from Dnipro.
You're from Dnipro. Okay. And which is not far from Donetsk, but you're from the city Dnipro, and that's actually near, where my Katya is from. My fiance is from Kryvyi Rih, so not far from Dnipro. So after the war, you joined the regular army or one of the volunteer battalions?
I start as a volunteer, like I start in 2014 as a volunteer because my friend mobilized in the regular army, and I try to help because I really wanted that he survived. And after I decided, okay, but it's not enough, and I can help if I stay in the front line and will be as a driver paramedic, and I help my battalion to like evacuate the injured soldiers and the help as much as possible. But in 2017 the active action just stopped. It's really very calm time, like last 4 years before the February, and I decided that a lot of people want to come, and I have to return, and I have to continue my career in the area of the science, science, because in Oman I travel a lot. I do diving, kiting. I bought very nice camping, and we travel a lot in the Oman and the Bahrain and all the cities, all the country nearby on this Middle East, the beautiful place for the traveling. But 24th of February, I just opened the Facebook and read this message, and I went to my dean and tell that, sorry guys, but I have the situation in my country and I have to return. That's why right now I have an unpaid leave, and I really do not know how long I will have this unpaid leave. I believe that I can maybe I will be able to return to Oman, but I'm not really sure that it is possible in the next couple of months. That's
And
like.
are you currently working directly with the Ukrainian army, or are you with a volunteer aid organization?
I served in 57 brigade
Okay.
as a soldier.
Okay. So you're back with your old unit then?
No, not old unit, because my old unit, this is 28 brigade, and it is in Odessa. But right
Okay.
now I'm in the other region, and it happens
Close
that
to
I
the
return
front.
to, yeah,
Yeah.
57 brigade, because I decided that it is more more actions here. But now I read a lot of information about 28 brigade, and I know how difficult and very strong fight there also. But in any case, I'm here right now.
Okay. And do you have any relatives in Ukraine right now, Oksana?
Yes, I have my mom. I live in Dnipro, but she is safe, and she does not want to move any place, and it's like it's not without any discussion that she wants to stay in Dnipro. That's all. She's very old, and she decides she want to die here, and she does not want to go any place.
Yeah, I know how that is. My fiance's family is the same way about their hometown, and I admire that, actually. I think it's certainly they want to be with their friends, their community, no matter what happens, and I admire that. So what's the situation like right now? You are obviously very close to front lines. We won't say where, but you're helping the army. How is the army doing? What's the mood? How is everyone feeling? I know it's a tough fight, and that's where all the attention and focus is going right now, towards the east, the Donbass. But how are people?
Situation very difficult. We have every day a lot of injuries and deaths, and a lot of information I cannot share. That's why it's very difficult to find that part information that I can share. I see every day how all these places, all these buildings just fire. A lot of airstrikes, the planes, the rockets, bombs, everything that I can see every day here. A lot of crash cars and everything that just Russia destroyed everything. That I don't think so that any place can survive on the road of the Russian troops. They won't just destroy everything, kill everybody. Does not matter civilian, the or the military, or what the place they can see, the school, kindergarten, or other places. They just destroyed everything. That's or we survive or we will die. We don't have any option. Or we will win or they just kill us. That's all.
Wow. So it's really that that straightforward. That's what everyone sees as the two possible outcomes. Is and especially, you've been with the soldiers now, or the army, for 2 months. How did the mood of the soldiers change after the atrocities became public from Bucha? How has that changed the mood of the or the motivation or determination of the military?
As you understand, the if also on all this information that you have that you see in the news, that we had a lot of prison of wars, and then the war started, but the number of these prison of wars later decreased. It's related to the situation that our military or our army see in the Bucha and the Gostomel and the other places, and also we receive a lot of information from the places that the Russian troops occupied. That's why we hate Russians. We hate not just military. We hate all people, because I think all Russian people, because I think that it's not just Putin guilty or the army that come to our land guilty. Every Russian around the world guilty in this situation. They are really or just keep silent or kill Ukrainians. And the main reason of this war, they don't have any denazification or the demilitarization that the Putin told. That just the main reason of this action, just kill all Ukrainians. That's why we don't have any option like kill enemy. That's all.
Yeah, it's really just, it's very clear now that it's I think on both sides, but especially for Ukrainians, if you don't evacuate, then and the Russians come, it's not a good situation. And I think that just, it might intimidate some people, but I think it makes the whole country much more determined to fight. What I've been seeing and hearing from people, and I just wondering what your experience is with talking to people on the front lines.
You see, also that's like public speaking. If we speak that like one to one, I can share more deep information, but for the public I cannot share. But we understand what we feel in, because it's normal that if somebody come to your home and want to kill you, your family, your relatives, they want to destroy everything, that they just want one thing, that you won't kill enemy. That's all. You don't have any other option. That's why we will fight.
Yes, and that's very important, I think, for people to understand is the motivation I've seen among the military has gone up, and I never thought it could go higher than what I saw at the beginning of the war, but it continues to go higher from what I've seen. And I know it's hard fighting right now on the front, but how do you see the troops holding up? How are they doing? What's the energy and mood in the military right now?
It's really good, because now we have the more or less stable front line, because the first couple of weeks the front line moved in Donetsk and Lugansk region. Also, we have some moving in the Khersonsk Oblast, and right now this is the stable position, and we can use different ammunition. I'm really appreciate all countries that sent all this new ammunition, and it's really help. And I see like soldiers use this, and not just because it help kill Russians, but it also shows us that the other country really care about Ukraine and send this very expensive stuff, and we can use this. And it's not just the one like some brigade can use. You can find the Stinger, Javelin, and all this ammunition in different brigade, and it's not enough. Any case, they have to send more. They have to send more tanks and other system. But any case, they gave something, and we can use this, and that really help us. And we believe that the Great Britain, United States sent more and more ammunition, because you see the same like in 2014 that I told my friends, fight here in Donbass. Another case, the shells, the missiles will come to your houses in Kiev, Lvov, Lutsk, and so on. And now the same situation for the Europe. We Ukrainians try to tell, fight here. Another case, these shells, this Russia come to your country and destroyed your houses. And now you can find in the other places, not near your home. You have to help us. Another case, next week, next month, next year, your family will under this attack. Your father's brother's husband will go to this war. And if you have the chance, just postpone or help the other nation kill the Russians, win in this war. It really help you, not just Ukraine, because it's Russia right now is a Nazi German in 1938. I know a lot of people thought same, but it's really same situation like the Poland had in 1938. And or the same like previous, the France, United Kingdom thought, okay, that's now not our problem, this is just problem Poland. And the Nazi comes and kill people in France, in United Kingdom, and the other countries. And the same we have right now. If the Europe does not help us, the Russia just comes to the Europe, that's all.
Yeah. Thank you, Oksana, for sharing. And I want to bring